Good morning. Okay, so this is 2 days after I think we last checked in, and we have good reasons for that. Last you heard from us, we were about to test our water system, and we found a small leak coming out of the water heater and one of the filters. Long story short, we fixed those. They just needed a little bit more goo in there and needed to tighten up the fitting some. But then we found another problem in the sense that our water pressure just wouldn't come to pressure. We kept getting air in our line and we're not exactly sure why. We haven't fixed it yet. Kirt thinks that it's the pickup tube inside the water tank that it's actually picking up air at the same time. So he's gonna have to cut into that and hopefully fix it, tighten it up, put a little bit of, what is it, tape around there?
Yeah, some Teflon tape. I think air's sucking in through there, so I gotta pull the pickup tube out, tape it up real good, tighten it down, and then test it. And that should do it, because we couldn't clear the air out. It just...
Yeah, we ran it for a good while. It's another unforeseen headache that hopefully Kirt's got a solution and will come up with, but the past 2 days, the weather has been pretty crummy. The wind was insane. I mean, like gusts up to 40 miles an hour. We couldn't get any work done here, which was a little unnerving because our time here is ticking down fast. Today is Wednesday. We are leaving this house on Monday. Yesterday, we had to go down to Phoenix to pick up some of our, what we call fancy wood. There's a woodworking store down there, and we picked up some really cool wood that I've never seen before. It's ambrosia maple. That's going to be for our cabinet fronts. And then we also picked up a little bit of plywood. It was worth it for us to have them go ahead and cut everything. So we paid a little extra, but you know, it was in our budget and it saved us time, precious time that we don't have a whole lot of right now. Now I've got to sand all these. I've got to coat them in tung oil and then clear coat them with poly. And then we've got to get them installed. Got all of our drawers ready to go in. Then we've got some miscellaneous things inside. But the big thing right now is just trying to get the plumbing fixed because that's a big, huge, vital component to this whole operation. And without that, we can't really seal up everything else that needs to get sealed up at this point. So it's crunch time. It's coming down to the wire. We got 3 days. We're going to put in some long, hard days. We're busy. We need to get to work. Get this thing done.
Hey, Jen! I can't hear. Can you turn that off? Come here. Help me out. It's a lot quieter.
Really?
Yeah, I can't even hear it.
Got a problem. Sander is not keeping the pads on it any longer. The Velcro has worn out and we are leaving on Monday. Today's Wednesday. We've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We need probably at least 2 days to get out of here. I've got a ton of wood to sand, and I'm resorting to doing it the old-fashioned way. I can keep a pad on for maybe like 2 minutes and then it just flies off. So I don't know. First thing in the morning, hopefully Kurt can go to Home Depot here, find one in stock, but go figure. There's always something.
Tough. But I ain't got time. That's the thing.
The last piece of fancy wood. I think I sanded my skin off. Cannot believe I had to do just about every single one of those hand sanding on the corners here. I was able to get the palm sander to work for the flat surface. I just had to put a ton of pressure on it. Holy cow. My hands are raw. I'm gonna get some, what am I gonna do? That's it. So I'm gonna try to get at least one coat of tung oil on one side of these tonight and flip them over tomorrow to the other. Still got all of the fronts for the other cabinets that are just made out of plywood. Plus I gotta paint and sand and clear the cabinets that go over the kitchen. It's been a long, kind of hectic day and we're still not done, but we're gonna get there. Another day closer to the end of this project. We are starting to feel the effects of it. I sanded so much yesterday that I think I gave myself golfer's elbow. I woke up this morning and it was a little swollen and painful, but you know what, we're just gonna push through it. Our hands are tired, sore, swollen, we're all nicked up. Kurt left this morning first thing and went and got a new pad for the sander. So thank heavens they had something that would work in stock. It's actually not this brand, it's a different brand, but it's compatible. So as you can see, they stick and they won't fly off in the middle of sanding. So no more of that hand sanding business, which is good because I have got a ton of fronts to sand today. These are all the plywood fronts that are going up on our cabinet fronts. I did all of the fancy wood yesterday, but we still got plenty more to do today. I've got the kitchen upper painted, that's drying, that's ready to install. Kurt's busy tidying up the inside. He's finishing the back wall here. He got all of our drawers installed, only to find that some of our slides are busted. Go figure. It's just another one of those things that damaged goods, if you will. I can't count how many things that we've bought that haven't functioned the way that they're supposed to, which brings me to my next point. We haven't tested our plumbing situation out since yesterday for a good reason, but we fixed the main problem why we weren't getting any water pressure, and it was actually the valve at the end of the pickup tube was defective, and the flap wasn't opening, so we had to take that completely off. It was a pain in the butt. Kurt had to cut a hole inside of the water tank, stick his hand down in there, get it out. That was a chore in itself. We're just glad that part's over, but then we still found that one of our bolt bench shower valves is leaking for the outside part, and we had to just basically cake that sucker in Flex Seal. Had to get the whole thing, which we kind of kicked ourselves in the rear there because we already put up some wood paneling. We had to tear some of that off. Thankfully, it didn't ruin anything, but we had to wait 24 hours for that to cure, so we will test that later today, and fingers crossed that's the end of our plumbing nightmares for this venture.
Well, you tested it today, it'll be tomorrow or better.
Oh, okay. Boss man.
48 hours.
I thought you said 24.
48.
Okay, well then you heard it from the boss. 48 hours, so we'll test out that tomorrow. Fingers crossed it is fixed and no more plumbing nightmares. That by far has been the worst of this entire build. It is what it is, but you know what? We're just keeping on rocking here. So I'm gonna get busy sanding. Kurt's doing all that jazz. Hopefully by the end of today, we'll have a lot less on our to-do list. Whew! I am glad that's over. Amazing how much quicker that is with the proper tools. I have probably equal parts plywood as I do fancy wood. So yesterday probably took me just about most of the day to do everything by hand and try to fiddle with this a little bit. I just finished all this plywood in probably an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. But now my hand is vibrating and my elbow feels it. Now we gotta paint. Last coat on all the fronts. I'm ready for this to be over. This will be 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and then we've got to clear coat everything. That'll be tomorrow. And then hopefully they're ready for install. I'm sick of painting.
I don't care about your stories, I don't care about your glory days.
Plumbing sucks. It's been a battle with the plumbing. So, I don't know. Just never had good luck with plumbing. It's always been difficult. But the couple of fittings shouldn't leak. I mean, I have one of them right next to the other, tightened down the same tightness. It's same amount, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Some of them just leak. I even taken them off and put some more of that goo on there and tighten them back down. I think we got it solved though. I just hate we had to cut back into the tank, that pickup valve. So just live and learn. Biggest headache so far is the plumbing, and this tile. Cutting it is very time consuming, which we don't have a bunch of time. Looks good, but very time consuming. So I'm beat for the day, ready for dinner.
And I too am beat. Another long day of work from sunup to just about sundown. At a good stopping point. We got a lot done today, so I think we're back on par, pending this plumbing issue is fixed. We'll know tomorrow. So we've got, see, today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We leave on Monday. We got 4 more days, and we still got to clean up a massive mess outside. I think we're going to call it today. I'm happy with the work we got done. Still got a little bit to do, but you know what? I'm confident we'll get it done. I'll see you in the morning.
I forgot I bought another blade. I thought I just had the Dremel, the little Dremel kit. But I guess I'd picked up a metal blade, and here's the diamond blade. So I've been cutting the tile with the metal, which sucks, which is good. Hey, I'm glad we got this. So hopefully it'll cut a lot better, and I can get it done. But I looked around, I was like, man, why does this thing say premium metal on it? It's been a long 7 weeks. Long 7 weeks.
Yeah.
But let's get this sucker on there for tomorrow.
Good morning. All right, we're already back at it. Hopefully today is the last day we have to paint. This is the last day that we have to deal with any plumbing issues. We've already, we think, hopefully fixed one of them, but then another one of our fittings started leaking again, and we thought we already fixed it. So we just put another gob of goo around that fitting, and Kirt earlier did the same thing for the outside bullfinch shower valve. So it looked like that one stopped dripping, but we just fixed the other one by the hot water heater. And Kirt is putting on the last bit of our backsplash right now as we speak. Hopefully we can get the rest of the fronts on all the doors and the cabinets on today. So we got a lot of tidying up to do. Fingers crossed, prayers sent up that this plumbing issue is fixed. We're tired of dealing with it. We're coming down to the home stretch. It's Friday. Still got a lot to do. Please, please, please work. Anything?
I think we're good. Hate to say that.
Well, we got plenty of wood to knock on here. Still okay?
I think so. I think we're all right. We'll check it here in a little bit. But with this stuff, it's either it leaks or it doesn't.
Well, it's weird. The cold water wasn't leaking before, right?
I don't know.
We
Maybe
took
we
it-
just didn't have enough pressure. Remember, because we didn't have full pressure.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
backsplash looks good.
Yeah.
Looks real good.
Yeah, good job, honey.
I like it. Just need a couple black. We had a black outlets too.
All right, I am pleased to say I think the majority of the painting is over. Hallelujah. I'm so glad to have that behind me. And I think we finally got this plumbing issue fixed. Fingers crossed. The valve from the hot water tank, the cold water going in, had a small leak on it. Put more goop on that earlier this morning. Seems to be holding well. The shower valve that goes outside seems to have stopped dripping as well. We got our pickup tube fixed. We still got pressure. The water pump is kicking off like it's supposed to. All systems look like they're a go. And we are busting butt. Kurt's busy putting up the back panel here. This is the last paneling, and that's where the mini split is gonna go. We've got the compressor mounted on the front of the cab here, but we're gonna need help getting it hooked up from an HVAC guy. But we're pretty darn close to the end here, at least for the time at the house that we have. We have just a couple days left, and we've got a huge mess to clean up. We've got to move in. We've got to make it look kind of pretty. We got some knickknacks we need to throw up. And one thing we're still waiting on is our toilet from Airhead. We ordered it back in October of 2021. At that time, it was only a 12-week lead time, and here we are. It's April 1st and we still haven't got it yet. We actually got on the horn with one of the guys from Airhead. Jeff, thank you for taking care of us and making things right. We appreciate you. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to sign off on the video here. We'll pick back up for the big reveal when everything is done. This is done enough to the point where you kind of get the idea. We got a lot of little furnishings to put up, so next time you see Macho, we're going to be living in it, and it's going to be ready to show. I'm stoked. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support this far, all the words of encouragement that we've gotten. Tune in next week to see the final product. That's it for now, folks. Y'all have a great week.